So when
And
last
not
we
to
left
receive it.
off, the party, the new formed party of Turalian, Vela, and Kuzo, met up with a mysterious bard who went by the name of Veilwen. With the aid of their new captain in this shabby boat, a piece of ship, uh, boat called captained by Sulex, you set out on a endeavor to prove yourselves to your captain, to show that you are actually good people, because Sulex will only help a good person. If you're able to successfully rescue his friend from these ancient ruins, who's been imprisoned, Zeus will gladly be at your service. You guys entered the ancient ruins with Veilwen in tow, who offered to help, to find that these ruins are very decrepit and riddled with undead. However, some of the skeletons seem to have some other kind of agenda. Vela saw that Veilwen is able to cast a spell with perfect proficiency, a spell that Vela created only a few weeks earlier. And yet, Veilwen claims that her big sister taught her this spell. And so that brings us to the map I forgot to preload. You guys ended off in the ruins, right? Not the the other one? In the present?
Yeah, the ruins.
So you guys find the mysterious skeleton who plays a piano. Every time you enter this room and the skeleton plays the tune, you're sent, the room twists and shifts, and you go back in time to before this place were ruins. Let me. Time has resumed.
Let's see. We left off on as we're about to go back to the past again, right?
Yeah. Yes, you guys were about to head to the past. So you enter the room. The skeleton raises his hands and starts smacking everything. Apparently, raises his hands and plays the fat beats of time. Guys are here. You also notice that Veilwen, once Kuzo started disintegrating in the past, Veilwen very quickly knew exactly what to do, grabbed everybody, pulled you into the room with the piano. She threw the lid of the piano up, and started playing the Song of Time, exactly the same as the skeleton who was playing it prior. With her at the keyboard, the room shifted, and you were sent back to the present. That's what happened. That's how you got to the past first time. Skeletons, you're back in here.
Yeah. Well, we have work to do. Let's get going.
See.
Yes, so in the past, you guys saw that the organ that was up here had been smashed. A pillar had fallen, crashed through the wall over here, and broke the organ.
So, as of now, does the pillar look like it has any structural damage?
This isn't the pillar.
No, where
The
was
pillar's
it?
in the room.
Oh, in the room? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kuzo leans down, quickly starts using same magnetism powers and unlocks the door. Tries to unlock the door.
What's he doing?
So-
What's the gesture?
It'd be more this time. It'd be more like a
Yeah.
motion.
Okay, good. Vela, are you watching the group as they try to pick this lock?
Yes.
You see Veilwen's face kind of turn like a light pink, and she kind of turns away as Kuzo like fingers the door.
There we go. All
And
right.
you have to do it that way.
I find it
Nothing.
inappropriate. Vela just turns away.
What?
Veilwen's just gonna like put a hand on her shoulder. Kuzo. She just shakes her head. I'm starting to see why Marcel was so fond of you. She kind of mutters under her breath as she walks off.
Looking at this pillar, does it have structural damage?
It does. It looks like the brazier here has been scorching the inside, like the face of the pillar right here, and it's causing the concrete work to weaken.
So over
The pillar's
years...
already got several cracks.
Oh, well, alright then.
You also notice that there's a bed here.
Aurelian is going to smother the fire. He's going to use...
Drugs.
Might as well. That is the wrong one.
Make more
You also,
fire.
you also set
That is-
yourself on
That is
fire.
that is the wrong one. They both have similar names.
Okay. And the fire's snuffed out.
And Terrellian will reach forward, kind of brush the soot and everything off of the pillar.
There's many cracks running up the pillar. As the concrete tried to expand, it cracked and weakened the pillar.
You see
Yeah,
Terrellian.
I don't want to stand on this side of it. She like moves behind
That
you.
is probably a good idea. Terrellian reaches forward, his hand glows slightly as he touches the top of the pillar and runs his hand down it.
Okay, yeah, and you mend the cracks. The pillar looks sturdy.
That should have saved this organ.
Then should we go back to the past? Or back to the future? Present.
Well,
see
we should probably
Kuzo.
open the other doors as well. Last time the skeleton.
The moment you turn around, you see Kuzo, he's already doing it. Same gesture as before.
Aurelian is going to just put his head down, kind of shake his head.
Just like Vela, almost an uncanny imitation. She's going to cover her face like this and like walk toward you, Vela, kind of just past you slightly with her back turned to you. Once again, as if a memory projected onto Veilwen, you catch a glimpse of someone else.
Vela was covering her face from Kuzo and turns to look at Veilwen. She blinks widely a few times.
Blinks widely.
What the fuck does that even mean?
And you just open your eyes all the way.
To blink widely?
Yeah.
Let's just move on. I
Marius,
can't
you
unsee
need a
that.
hug.
Was I able to unlock the door?
Oh yeah, sorry. Of course, 22. Of course you were.
Looks to be another trunk.
Let's see what's inside. Kuzo
This
doesn't open.
chest is empty.
Oh, empty in this one. Kuzo closes it. Is it just a table or?
It's a dresser.
Okay. Kuzo will open one of the drawers, see if there's anything inside.
Just ordinary clothes.
Well, Kuzo closes it.
Is something the matter, Vela?
Uh,
Keep staring at
oh.
me.
Sorry, nothing. Is this place... Does this place not belong to anyone?
Well,
If
I'm
it's-
sure it belongs to someone, but since we're repairing it, I'm sure that they would have no issues.
Also 3,000 years in the past, so odds are anybody in the present that owns this place is probably
'Cause
dust.
Everything gets dilapidated, like the books. the weaponry in the chest.
I must
Seeing
admit,
as-
it is strange that this place is so so empty.
We've only been on.
Jeez, Kuzo.
We've only been on the. We've only been on this side so far. I don't know what the rest of the place is like. Goose opens his chest up.
This chest is also empty, I think.
It
Oh,
may
yes.
not be. There may be hidden loot.
Goose closes the chest after seeing it's empty.
Brian is just going to turn away, shake his head.
Kuzo, your horns! Leave that door. We have to go now. We're gonna start.
Yep.
Oh,
That.
she's runs.
Kuzo
Bill,
is
you also
just.
watch as your fingers are starting to disintegrate in front of you.
Vela just holds a hand up and just watches.
Once again,
It's
Velen
that-
like yeets the fucking thing into the air. The fucking lid, like she flips it up. And on the final keystroke, pew.
Oh, that is so unsettling.
It
Yes.
looks like we only have about 5 minutes there before we start melting.
5 minutes. At least we have. At least we do have some time. All right.
So as you reach, I know it looks weird, but as you approach the area with the pillar where the organ was smashed, you find that the pillar is no longer there. And I didn't redesign the map for this because I didn't know in what order you guys would do this in, and it'd be impossible. But the organ is
That's
back.
fair. Huzzah!
Actually,
doors.
I want to retcon something. Can we say that Kuzo opened the door and then you guys ran out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool with that?
What does that change mean?
That Kuzo opened the door and then we left.
The door is open.
The gates
Oh,
are
oh,
open.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, the organ's back. That's a good sign. Well,
Yeah,
I lost Vela.
Wait.
What happened to Vela?
Vela, where'd you?
She went south.
Oh,
This is very uncanny.
okay. I'll start with Vela since she's over here. What are you doing, Vela?
Vela will open the chest to see what happened to the bows.
Okay, yeah, you open the chest. The bows are still intact. The wooden one's starting to show its age. It's kind of warped a little bit. The bowstrings are completely no good. They've completely deteriorated, but the arrows and crossbow bolts are good. The leather quiver is deteriorated, and the crossbow case is completely fine. It's just really, really, really dusty. It looks like they've been here for a very long time. Almost
Oh my
like 3,000-ish years.
I just found a way to make some really good wine.
Vela closes the lid and leaves the room. What is this place? Does no one live here? And Vela heads back to the group.
Meanwhile,
Oh my god!
wise move. What? What?
No, that's fine. Go ahead, continue. Oh my god.
Are you still Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
I
You're not
am.
allowed. You're not allowed to solve it. You have to be a bystander now.
Now I'm sad.
This
So
fucking
confused.
guys figured out what my puzzle was and solved it before I even told you guys about it.
What?
Yeah, I didn't even think it. I told nobody about it because I literally came up with the idea once we started.
Send Rallying into the AFK dimension, solving things too fast.
Okay, hang on. No, I'm just, like I
As
said, I'm using...
per the usual beginning of iteration 7, once again, Zazoc
No,
having a little
no.
side adventure by himself.
Hey, Hal.
In and out, 20-minute adventure.
Anyways,
Oh,
was
this
it-
is great.
wise move, Trellian, fixing the pillar.
Hey,
Thank you.
Those doors
probably
open,
left these
sorry.
doors.
Sorry, it's open. You see a skelly
The other one
man.
open
He is
too?
also missing an arm.
Isn't this one supposed to be open too?
Yeah, I opened both
Yes.
of them.
Sorry.
Missing an arm.
Is there anything in here now?
Just a crumbled dresser and an old, dusty, musty, dank chest.
Is there anything in the chest?
The chest is empty.
Still. Suspicious.
Holy shit, I thought Marius was chewing on his thumb.
Thumb.
Gotta get a replacement finger
Velo.
for one of the.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Cole.
As I say, he's got to get a replacement finger for one of the skeletons. We're about to
Arm.
make one.
Oh,
Yeah, what was-
sorry. Yeah, this man is missing an arm.
Right.
And 2 of them are required to play the organ.
2 skelly manses are required to play the organ. Yes.
Alright, well, what's down here in this one?
As you guys make your way out, you hear the clatter of the skelly man.
What is that sound?
Is this not a skeleton walking to the organ?
He wishes to song.
Kuzo just turns and looks towards Terralion. Just,
Trellian is just smiling.
did you hit your head on something?
No. I know what I said.
Okay.
So what do we have to do now?
Well,
Yeah.
there are 2 other skeletons on the other side that we could probably lure over here.
I mean, let's go check the other side. There's probably more skeletons over there.
That is what I just said.
No, I mean the other side of the building.
No. Does
So-
this guy still have his... which arm does this guy have still?
He's missing
Yeah.
out because you put this man over here back together.
Yeah,
Using
but
this guy.
which arm does he still have? Does he still own?
He has his right arm.
And
But
the
his-
guy up the top's missing his left?
The guy up at the top is missing his right, but this guy's right arm only has 2 fingers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check the other side of the building and go try to see if there's any doors over there. How many doors we would need to unlock if we go back again?
Oh, that side's mirror to this side.
Oh wait, no, sorry. One of these skeletons are missing limbs too, right? Yeah.
No, we got this one.
Yeah, all the skeletons on the organ here have all their limbs and fingers
Yeah,
and everything.
because
That's what
the-
we-
I thought you
No,
took the
because the
limbs
barrier
from.
shifted.
You lifted. Oh yeah, you're right. No, because you guys took the limbs from this guy up here, put it on this skeleton, but then you need to go back to the past. So you took the bones off this guy and put it on the guy playing the Song of Time.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
So the barrier has become destabilized again.
All right. I see what we need to do. Can we
Full
unfold again?
disclosure, please be lenient with me because this is a very complicated setup.
Yeah.
To make this puzzle
course.
work, so I'm trying my
Okay.
best to keep track of everything. Are you certain you're alright, Vela? You look like something's troubling you.
I can't figure you out, Veilwen.
She can't gives you a warm smile. What do you mean?
You know a lot more than you're letting on. you're able to play the song that can bring us back to the present.
Oh, I saw the skeleton playing it. I was watching how he played it. In truth, I gambled on it. My big sister always taught me to be very studious and pay close attention to my surroundings.
I see. All right. Let us continue then. Vela turns away.
Veilwen's gonna reach out and like grab your hand and like stop you.
Veilwen?
Vela, please understand, I'm not trying to make you uneasy or hurt you or anything. I mean it. I really am here to help you. And I really wish I could tell you everything. What do you do when you hold the key to thousands of lives? Sorry. Let's go. I'm rambling. Sorry.
Vela watches her leave.
Where the hell did Kuza go?
He's in the middle of
Off
the
the
room right
other
now.
side.
Oh, okay.
Kuzo's leaning down, looking at one of the dead zombies. How intact are their arms? Is his arms?
Not very. There's like mostly mush.
Any bone that's visible?
Sure, yeah. You'd have to scrape the flesh off, but yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It also smells absolutely rancid.
Kuzo starts pulling on one of the arms. Specifically the right arm needed for that other skeleton they last saw.
Kuzo, be
Rise it off.
careful. You're not supposed to get and be infected with necropoison yet. I mean, gross.
Cool.
Hey. Not yet.
What? Be careful
Yeah.
with the zombies. They're made of evil and badness.
Okay, whoever you are, your cover's slipping hard here.
Your face is slipping hard.
Got him.
You know, she's seeming kind of childish. She's being kind of childish.
Would you say you kind of lagged out hard there?
She's being kind of childish.
Childish, okay.
Oh yeah, my ping like fell to... Oh, there's back.
Okay.
Vela.
Ooh. Oh, you go.
No, if you're
No,
if you're gonna
Go
say
ahead, Cole.
Okay.
Or do you need more time?
No, I need more time to think on this. What I'm going to say here.
Alright, let's jump over to Trine and Vela.
Vela,
Yes, Tryon?
you can trust her 100%. I know it's hard.
So you're
And-
in with whatever's going on?
I wouldn't say exactly in, but I know a little bit more. And I would wager everything on her words. And right now, I currently am. You remember I mentioned my better half to you.
Yes, Tryon.
Before you go any
I
further,
wait.
Vela does have reason to believe that Veilwen is his better half. The hugging scene.
I wait. Hang on. I followed her words instead of going back to rescue her. My better half. I followed
Okay,
her
there goes
words.
that. It's
Well,
done.
It works.
Your windows of opportunity have closed.
Continue hunting.
And there is nothing that you have to worry about with her. And I swear upon that, upon my every shred of honor that I have left.
And do you know anything about this place we're in?
No. This place, I have no idea what it is.
And do you know something about Veilwen?
I know a lot about Veilwen.
Okay, Turian.
Thank you.
But I will be wary.
You have the right to.
Okay. So, this place that we go back to from the past,
Uh-huh.
why is it unchanged aside from the dilapidation?
Well, my best guess is I figure that no one has been here since that time. Or the occupants left it abandoned and this place was considered rumor and or haunted. And people just didn't want to come here over fear of that.
Turian, the place is unchanged. The contents of that chest unchanged.
Like I
And
said,
if that's a house that someone lives in, how do we know that we're not the ones that caused it to become like this?
well, if you don't remember, I fixed the organ. We're not causing it to become like this.
Whatever people used to live here, we haven't seen them. Aside from these skeletons.
Which I do find strange that the skeletons are here, and there's no one in the future. They're past. That concerns me as well. But if we're to do this mission of yours, we're going to need to follow through here in order to do that. Or Sulix isn't taking us anywhere. Wouldn't you agree?
Right. You're right, Turian.
Now, let's catch up to the other two. They have already run off.
Meanwhile, you guys make your way over here whenever. Veilwen and Kuzo.
Not yet.
You need more time?
No. No.
Oh, that's in
because
character.
I'm saying-
Okay,
Yeah, that's in character. Not yet. Say not yet. But yet. Let on way more than you know. You also knew what to do right away when I started turning into sand.
She takes a step back.
Am I to assume what Caswell called you? Amica is your real name?
I would.
She throws her hands up. She throws her hands up in the air, saying, "Eh, no." Fine, fine. You want to know the truth, Kuzo? I'll tell you. She like walks off over here. I'm actually Vela's youngest sister, but this version of me is from 20 years, or no, 6 years in the future.
Carlian's just going to turn his head and...
I've come back from the future to change the past.
Hey, that lines up.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I've come 100% to torment my. And she like throws her arm around Vela, pulls her close. Torment my big sister, who has no recollection of who I am at all. Yeah, because that'll make total sense. Because my sister would totally forget who I am.
Aurelian's just gonna point at her.
And she's gonna walk over. And Terralion here has been my bodyguard ever since I was a young child. That's why he knows me. There, you have the truth. Does that satisfy your thirst for knowledge? You can't. It's hard to tell if she was just being sarcastic and just feeding you bullshit, or if that was actually the truth. Because she said it pretty aggressively and with like sarcastic undertones.
Yes, but a question. Sister by blood?
She just face palms.
It's just staring in utter disbelief.
Yes, Kuzo. Vela here. This shortstop with her horns and blue hair is my sister by blood, even though I have no physical resemblance to her at all.
Aurelian is just going to start rubbing his face.
I mean, people dye their hair.
Does my hair look like it's dyed?
How do you dye a horn invisible?
Oh, good lord.
Shit,
He needs an applaud for that.
Fucking, here you go. Oh my god.
Veilwen is just gonna point at Terralion. But if my presence is really this off-putting to you two, then I can leave. I'll leave you alone. I won't bother you again.
You're not off-putting anybody here. It's the
Veilwen.
secretiveness that's...
Veilwen, hang on. Please. Stay with us. Uzo is a suspicious one by nature. And he has the right, considering that he doesn't know anything about you.
Let's focus in on Kuzo and Vela.
Vela, you alright?
Kuzo, I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know if she was lying or telling the truth. I can't wrap my head around what's going on.
Okay. Kuzo gives a reassuring pat on the shoulder. Whatever's going on here makes no sense, but all the evidence is pointing you to what she said being true.
What evidence? What?
Kuzo, what evidence? We have no reason to believe anything she says.
Vela,
Yes, it's
you made
weird
that spell only a couple weeks ago. And somehow she knows it from her older sister.
Well, Kuzo,
She somehow knew how to memorize and play that song perfectly after seeing it played once.
I think she's just talented, Kuzo.
Maris, hold on, Maris. If you are willing to sacrifice to me your card, I can provide you with a DM enhancement.
Okay, yeah, sure. do it.
I will consume your card. You have paid the blood price.
It's a card.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it a 4? Yeah, it's a
No,
4.
it's a 4. It's a 4. I thought it was an
Oh.
ace.
The ultimate blood price, Marius.
The 4 of clubs. Marius, Veilwen now has, and it's canon across all the Talaras, proficiency in history. You have a very, very good memory. Kuzo would also know that Veilwen was very talented. She's a very, very good memory. It's almost like she transcribes everything she sees into her memory. And it's always very, very detailed, including dialogue, but she often misses some key components or incomplete memories. To be clear, I'm being a bitch and making fun of Marius' note-taking.
I see. I had a feeling.
But Kuzo would know that a almost eidetic memory runs in the Talara family. There's been many instances where Veilwen can memorize very fine and specific details. Not always, but many fine details. Just from seeing it once. Same with Marin. Veilwen, you would also know that Marin can do that. You've also had somewhat of a knack for this. And so is your mother. You now have expertise in history, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
Please put that on your stat tracker at some point, that it was you sacrificed a 4 of clubs for a DM enhancement. For proficiency. Or expertise.
Ayla? Only people I've ever met that good memory to be able to memorize a song that could somehow take us through time is the people of your family. And you.
But maybe she's just
How did she
really talented with the piano.
Bill, earlier, she name dropped Asuna. She was not around when we said her name ever prior.
I'm both impressed, proud, and mad that Cole fucking remembered that shit. Like, honestly. I have very mixed feelings about this.
But I don't know what to say, Kuzo.
I know what to say. Times getting a little wacky.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
I was trying to avoid that because we've already said that before, but
Have you?
yeah. We
This
made a
iteration?
joke before. No, not this iteration. Shit, that's right, it was previous iteration. Okay, yeah, I remember that comment when I said timey-wimey bullshit.
Vela just gives Kuzo a blank look.
Bela, don't give me that look. We literally just traveled who knows how long into the past and started turning to dust because we were there too long. You're gonna really start doubting that?
I'll prove it to myself the next time we go back.
Prove what to yourself?
That we go back in time.
How are you gonna prove it then, Bela?
Oh,
Content.
I understand immediately.
Contents of that chest, Kuzo.
Okay. What, do you plan on, like, dropping something and seeing if it rots in there in the past?
I'm going to take those bows.
Wait. Bela, we took some of those books from that bookshelf.
Yes, and I still have them.
Right. And if we go look in that room where they were, there's not even a rotting binder left or anything.
Room's empty.
'Cause
Bookshelves are empty.
Because the bookshelves are empty because we took them.
I don't actually know if you guys went back in there to investigate after you took the books.
I did. I had
No,
Kuzo do that.
Oh, okay, then yes.
We would have seen anyway. We were right across from it when we stepped out and the door was
Yeah.
open.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Trallion.
No,
She's
Would
turned
you
away.
please-
She's turned away.
Trallion is going to put a hand on her shoulder. I would be grateful if you stayed with us.
Trallion, don't you think that I want to stay? I finally get to
No,
see
I-
Vela after 6 years.
I know.
And I have to act as though I don't know who she is. You know how difficult that is? I know my sister. I know that she wants... If she knew who I was, it would make her so happy to know that I'm not gone. That she didn't fail me or anything of that sort. But I can't tell her. She has tears like raining down her face. She's all choked up. I have to just watch her suffer and be confused. There's nothing I can do about it. At this point in time, the current me doesn't know the spell, and she pulses the Purify Mind spell. Past me doesn't know this spell. It's not until you save me that Vela teaches me this spell. Right before she sacrifices herself.
She sacrifices herself?
She sacrifices herself to save you and Azurathel and me.
Well, I'm not going to let that happen this time.
That's what you said last time.
This time I have the knowledge beforehand.
You had the knowledge beforehand too, Turalian. This isn't my first attempt. Last time I tried a more subtle
Then-
approach, but I still told you. I warned you that this was going to happen.
Then tell me what I must do.
After you go to
And I will
Lodolon,
follow your words.
after you go to Lodolon and rescue Asuna's sister, Nusana, she comes back.
We're going to
but-
Lodolon?
Yes. But play dumb. I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
Sorry.
You rescue Asuna's sister. They're both Draenei. Their biological mother follows them along with the power of Asmodeus and a Draenei champion named Lucerne. He comes in. They follow you back through the portal, or they tear open a portal of their own. No matter what happens, they always find a way back into the city. Of course, to Queen Lanosea, they pose absolutely no threat. But the mother is rescued by Azurathel and spared the Queen's wrath. When this happens, Vela will attempt to stop everything. She will turn on Azurathel, and Zuri will try to kill her. But Vela's awakening hasn't happened yet. I managed to stop her, but in the process of the spell that I used to save her, she gets her memory back. It changes every time, but usually always ends the same way. Final confrontation in Vermilion Mountain with Azurathel is when you get her back, but Vela ends up dying. She's going to use all of her divine power to purge the corruption out of Azurathel
You told me that there was none left. You told me you
From-
did that.
from the old gods. Azurathel is not corrupted by the old gods this time. Trallion, she places a hand on her shoulder. Do you know of the Garo?
No.
They're a shadow faction. They have agents everywhere. They're like spies. They're thinking like the Ascari, but far more dishonorable and disgusting. They have an in with the Divine Inquisition. They're the real puppet masters. The Garo place a void lacrima somewhere in Azurathel. I theorize if your only way to save her is to remove it. But they're crafty. If I had to guess, they've probably booby-trapped it. If you just rip it out of her, she'll die. I've been trying to find a way to remove it safely. And the only way that she gets saved every time is Vela uses her immense amount of divine power. If I had to guess, her divine magic is nullifying the void magic in the lacrima. But Vela's too delicate. That amount of power will kill her. So she ends up sacrificing herself to save Azurathel.
So the pivotal point in this would be in the city, where Azurathel saves this woman. If this woman were to die,
Maybe? I don't know. I haven't been through that time yet.
I would gladly kill her myself, even if it meant imprisonment.
I know you would, but I know I have to do more research, but I need to figure out a way to get Vela to understand that she can't sacrifice herself this way. But she's so weary of me.
If I have to, I'll do whatever's necessary.
Turalian, you don't know my sister. If it means she could save her family, she will do anything. And believe me when I say there's nothing you could do to stop her. Just like how there's nothing she could do to stop you from getting to Zuri. Meanwhile, Kuzo and Phala.
Phala, there's no way to deny it anymore. Whatever's going on, time is getting manipulated. Even before we enter this place.
Yes, but Kuzo, do you understand the gravity of what we're doing? If we go back in time and we do something, it could have catastrophic consequences to the present.
Right. The thing is, we don't even know what the outside of the building is like in the past like that. There are no windows in those areas we were. Nothing.
But
Just an ornate
why is that
hall.
important?
Because we don't know what sort of other things we could be affecting. We don't even know if there were people in that area back then. This could all be isolated to just this tiny little area, and us fiddling with it. Whatever the case is, something made that Veilwen, or whatever her name is, really come back.
Without her, we won't be able to return to the present if we do go back.
Veilwen, did you watch her hand movements when she was playing the piano?
I did, and I was watching the skeleton play it, but I'm not a... I don't really know much about piano.
If you can memorize it, it's simple. Press the keys in the same order, the same timing. That's a...
I could give it a shot if needed, but I hope it doesn't come to that.
Right.
Anyway, we have to keep going.
S-
Asuna still needs us.
I guess, but well, another thing that's kind of bothering me. You heard what she mentioned, right? About someone being fond of me. You that comment makes no sense. I've never met that person.
Oh, Kuzo, do we really need to talk about you
love
chasing
life.
girls right now?
That's not what.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my god.
Vela turns away.
I need
Oh.
to turn off sound suppression for this. Hang on.
That's not the point.
Then why are you
Because
bringing it up now?
Because it doesn't. Because I've never met anyone.
I've never met anyone before in my life.
Oh God.
That name before. That's, it's just more evidence onto the pile that
Just
what she said was true. That she's your sister from the future, somehow, back here.
I don't.
Or maybe
I don't.
Kuzo's just being hopeful.
Kuzo, I know you've always wanted a girlfriend.
My God, no. You're, oh, by the
I mean,
12,
by the 12.
By the 12, yeah. By the 12, they. Come on. That's not the point.
I don't want to see you do those obscene hand gestures again.
Steve, what are you talking
Meanwhile,
about?
at the entrance, Turalian and Melon. What, did Kuzo do the hand gesture to you too, Turalian? What the hell was that?
What?
I jumped back over and I just hear Zal go, oh.
Jesus Christ.
All right, then sure.
I'm still recording, my guy.
Whatever. I guess whatever. I don't know. Then what is there to do? You couldn't have went back and did everything yet.
You're probably right. Well, that's true, but I'm at a loss.
What are the things that you have tried? That I have tried.
You've tried trying to stop Aziraphale from killing their mother, the Draenei's mother. You tried killing the Draenei's mother yourself, but that was only after she came to the city, not before.
So kill her in the light world.
It's worth a shot, but you can't travel through time like I can.
No.
If whatever you try doesn't work, you only get one shot.
Then that's all I'm
Veilwen,
going to do. Oh,
Who's
to need.
arguing? You guys will get nowhere if those two keep at it. I'll stay, but
Well,
I'll try to stay quiet, I
there's-
guess.
One more question I need to ask before you head back. And when am I supposed to come for you? That simple.
That's a difficult question to answer. The me that's sealed away, I don't have any concept of time. To me, it's an
Then-
instant from when I got sealed to when you unseal me. Or more specifically, when Vela unseals me. But I have no idea how much time has passed.
Alright, then how... then do I tell Vela? Or still you do not, or do you still not want me to?
Even if you try to tell her, she's only gonna get mad at you, and then the two of you she'll be driven away. There's no way, in every instance where you told her, it always backfired on you.
Okay.
Maybe this time I'll try telling her. If only there was some way that I could show Vela her memories, even though they've been sealed away.
I don't know of any way.
Meanwhile, Kuzo and Vela.
I'm seeing hand gestures. What are you talking about?
No, don't speak of them, Kuzo.
What are you talking about? I legitimately do not know.
When you went to pick the lock on the doors.
You mean the technique I used to focus?
Oh
That's
God!
a focusing technique. That's a focusing technique.
Like a fucking technique.
I mean,
That's an
it's literally all
unfortunate technique.
it's literally all I've been able to figure out to better focus my magic. Do you try, like, if I didn't do that, if I tried to literally just use one finger and just go twist to try to unlock it, I'd probably just twist the entire lock itself and just warp it into a spiral.
Couldn't you just melt the whole lock? Why do you have to be delicate and pick it if we're in ruins?
I don't know.
Because if I accidentally start a fire or something, it could spread and cause more damage. Then we're even more fucked.
To the ruins.
But we're even more fucked if I end up permanently destroying the organ in the past.
That's true.
Because it's just taking us back to the same fixed point in time, it seems, every time we go back. We're not going like, oh, a couple seconds later. We're going right where we left off.
Meanwhile, Tyron and Veilwen.
Is that all then? Whenever
Is that all? You always loved asking people that. They know how much of an impossible question that is to answer. There's so much
I
at play
know,
here.
I
I don't
know.
even know where to begin.
I just really want this to turn out okay.
You're telling me.
I'm gonna try to find that woman in the past. When we go to Lodalon. Because when she makes it to the city, that is what you believe to be the pivotal point?
That's what you believe is the pivotal point.
You
It's
said
hard to
everything
say.
changes around that area.
No, you said everything changes around that area. This is the series of events that keeps repeating. Well, I keep reliving, trying to alter, but it always played out the same.
And is there a point where everything's okay, where everything's the same until suddenly it's not?
Again, that's an impossible to ask question. Anything can change it. The timelines are usually slightly altered depending on, the decisions you guys make.
Should have changed that earlier.
I don't know what else I could tell you, Terralion. like she gestures out to point toward Kuzo. Kuzo's gonna get infected with necropoison, and Veilwen, and she hit just the point of Veilwen, or sorry, Vela. Vela's the only one that can cure her, because by then I won't be able to help him. There's that's always the same, but how he gets infected is different every time. But he always does something stupid with an undead corpse. Meanwhile, Vela and Kuzo.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue the semantics with this right now. I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing before. Veilwen tried to stop me. Gonna go clean one of those arms off and use it as a fix.
Vela, out of the corner of your eye, you see that Veilwen seems to be in a bit of a tizzy. She's like almost like yelling. She looks like she's arguing with Tyrion. She points her hand out at Kuzo as he walks away. And then she like points at her head and then just like does this gesture showing that he dies. Like indicating that Kuzo's gonna die. And then she points at you and then you see she pulses like a little bit of divine magic. And then just does like this imagination effect. Like not an effect. Gesture. You can't hear what she's saying though. But she does look pretty irritated. Kuzo, you also see this out of the corner of your eye if you'd like.
Kuzo stops.
Vela begins staring.
Meanwhile, Tyrion and Veilwen. Tyrion, believe me. Please believe me. I want to help you, but I don't know how. This is all new territory, and I'm messing with time. It's extremely dangerous. But I can't sit by and watch my friends and my sisters suffer. Okay. Meanwhile, Kuzo and Veilwen. Zaros figures out his life. Did he just
Did he mute himself?
unplug his mic, maybe?
Punch.
Look at you. How do you die a horn invisible? That was a great line. So did his microphone just like break or what?
I don't know. Are you alive, Sarah?
Well, he said "fuck you," so it leads me to believe his microphone's broken.
No, he's typing. Alive, USB power.
USB power is shit. I don't know what that means.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's back. He's back. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, so trying. Believe me, I'm doing everything I can to help you, but I don't know what to do. It's really dangerous. You heard all that, right? You could hear us. You just couldn't reply.
Yeah. I can hear you. I said a whole entire thing.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to say it all again.
Yep. I am just trying to protect those that I care about, and I'm going to do everything in my power, like I have before.
You and I both, Turi, but we can't. Or I'm walking in the dark here.
I'm going to, so when Zuri enters the city with that woman, before she meets that woman, does she have that crystal inside of her?
I don't know for sure. It's likely, because I know for a fact the old god's corruption has been purged from her.
Then all I can do is find that woman, and I kill her in Lodalon.
If you, of all of my attempts, I can't say for sure because this is Zuri's life we're talking, but your best bet might be, and she like holds out her hand, and in her hand she channels void magic, and in her other hand she channels divine magic. Your best bet would be, so she holds it up, take the void magic, and use Vela's divine magic on the lacrima and cleanse it. This should shatter the Gar's, and it's like she slides like the plume of divine energy into the void. You watch as they like cancel each other out.
Yeah,
this should neutralize the control effect without harming Zuri. Then a simple procedure should be able to allow her to be removed.
But you said that kills Vela, as she expends too much energy doing so.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to trade Vela's life for Zuri. No offense, but
I don't want to do that either.
The only option is Vela just has to get stronger. She'll need power equivalent, at least equivalent to Alistree's.
They have Alistree's locked away in Lodalon.
And finding her might be your best bet, might be the key.
So do I let this woman run away with Zuri?
The woman doesn't take... You have it backwards, Tralian. The woman doesn't take Zuri. Zuri takes the woman.
Zuri takes the woman.
Zuri comes and will infiltrate the city and save the woman's life. Meanwhile, Vela and Kuzo, as you guys are talking, you see Veilwen as she holds in one hand, she like just a plume of like purpley, shadowy magic. It's void magic. What he said. Vela immediately just bleh, and then in her other hand, she channels divine energy. This divine energy, Vela, feels almost identical to yours. And you watch, she puts the two together, and the two powers just cancel each other out. And then she looks like she's, stammering, like she's trying to figure something out with Turalian. What kind of expression does Turalian have on his face?
A very sad one.
A very sad, sad dad Turalian.
So immediately turns back, seeing that the previous gesture of just pointing at Kuzo just like this, everything prior. Kuzo takes a couple steps back.
Vela has a hand in her mouth, stifling a choking.
I died because of necro poison. Fine.
We weren't in earshot of that, were we?
No. You guys don't have keen hearing. You need hearing to hear that far.
But Kuzo is piecing it together from based off of Her previous
Yep.
comment, you don't get put poison
Okay.
yet, and plus
Yeah,
the
but
gestures.
you said necropoison though.
Yeah, because she said you're not supposed to get infected with necropoison yet. That's what
earlier.
Veilwen told
Yeah.
Kuzo earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Helen.
Kuzo?
Going forward for the rest of the mission, I am not touching any more undead.
Vela just looks at Kuzo.
His face is dead serious.
Oh, okay, Kuzo.
Actually. The end question, would we have read anything about necropoison in the academy? Or
You guys wouldn't really know what necropoison is.
whatever this?
All the necro elements you guys wouldn't know much about.
Okay, Kuzo then say, I don't know what necropoison is, but I'm guessing it has to do with the undead there. I will just avoid it entirely.
Why do you think it's related to the undead, Kuzo?
Because of what Veilwen there said earlier. I'm not supposed to get infected with necropoison yet. And she said that right as I was fiddling or trying to take the arm off of one of these undead.
I see.
I'm piecing basic evidence together here based off of everything that's gone on so far. Whatever future she came back from, I'm not there. And that needs to change.
Meanwhile, with Turalian and Veilwen, on the bright side, at least the future I came back from, Kuzo was always there. It's just he settled down with Marisa. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, man, sandbag a moment.
What?
Sandbag the moment into a completely different direction.
Well, no, it still works. Because Vela, you guys can't hear her say this. Only Turalian knows this. You guys have opposing bits of information, which will make it interesting later. Hopefully.
Then would taking Zuri back help? Taking her out of the equation. I could maybe talk to Salacia about helping me save her.
Now that's an idea I never thought about. Capturing Zuri, maybe imprison her until Vela is strong enough to remove the effect. It might work. I can't say for sure though. It's not a timeline I've seen.
So you're saying that there's a chance?
I'm saying there's an equal chance that it would be successful as an equal chance it will be unsuccessful. I can't say for sure because I don't know how Zuri would react to it or what she has up her sleeve.
I don't know either.
But Kuzo, in this dungeon, and I'm gonna warn you this now because it happened every time. In these ruins, Kuzo has to be infected with necropoison.
He has to be here?
it has to be Kuzo will get. He has to be the one that gets infected. One of us gets infected. As long as it's not me or Vela, we'll be fine. But it's Kuzo. He has to. His metal magic gives him a resilience against it. He's more durable than it looks. With your dragon blood, it will run rampant in your body, and you'll have an extremely difficult time dealing with it. If Vela gets infected, or me, the poison will prevent us from using our magic, and since Vela and I are the only ones who can use Divine, we're the only ones who can purge it. So Kuzo's the only candidate who can be infected. But he gets infected after we get the second and third organs working.
Second and third. Then how do we purge it? You said with Divine. Can Vela do that?
Vela and I can do it, but if either of us are infected, we won't be able to use magic.
So burning the bodies, will they help?
No, do not burn the bodies.
Okay.
Burning the bodies is a horrible idea. It'll turn the poison into a gas. And it'll fill this entire place. And then we're all doomed.
Okay.
Now, we should probably go back. They're gonna get... We're wasting time.
I know, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Vela and Kuzo.
Are any of you paying attention to the conversation? Or trying to...
They can't hear, but they can see that they're... I assume the two of them are watching at this point.
Oh yeah. Wait.
You would see Tyrellian's belt kind of waving. As in, making a wave motion all around his torso. Waist, not torso. Sort of like that, yes. Sort of, but not, yeah.
Those hips don't lie.
Let's.
What is Trine doing?
I don't know. I really don't know.
We don't have time for this. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
let's go back. Look around. We still haven't looked at the main thing and that statue was. See if that barrier on that one got affected at all.
We'll catch up then.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, what? I'm very confused.
No, wait, Marius, you got something completely different from what I said.
Yeah, his Vela's not following Kuzo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
Oh, okay.
When Kuzo said, let's go back, and then Vela's like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were...
Okay.
Because we will, just not right now.
Yeah.
Don't fight it, don't fight it, just roll with it. Don't fight it, just roll with it.
Okay.
Alright, so then let's focus on Kuzo, who's going on a little side adventure.
20 minutes in and out.
The Ditcher.
God damn it.
He was called the Ditcher because every time he sent us on an objective, he fucking dipped.
Yep.
Oh,
Still
hey.
here.
Sorry, the statue's there. I hang on a second. Slight Claire.
That was also a quest.
Oh, was it really?
Yep.
That is not.
Do you remember when we found the scroll for the guy who lost his faith in gods?
No, not at all.
No.
Actually, I have no idea what you're talking about. There we go. Statue.
Still there. Kuzo looks around, grabs a piece of old rubble. I wonder. Kuzo takes it and then tries to tap it to the barrier.
Hang on a second. I'm wondering if this will work. Well, I'm targeting itself. There we go. Sorry, Cole. You know you have to do it.
I don't have the token. But how do you put?
I did.
You gotta put the shop token.
Oh, I didn't enable it. That's why.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Veilwen Trallion.
Did we hear that?
Nope, it hasn't happened yet.
So that walking time.
This is during the walking time, yeah.
I apologize to interrupt, but we should keep going.
Oh, right. My apologies, Vela, for my outburst.
What was the last bit?
My apologies, Vela, for my outburst.
No, it's all right, Veilwen. I think we're all a bit on edge down here.
Vela, can I ask a favor of you? I know you don't trust me, so you don't have to oblige. If you don't want to.
What do you need, Veilwen?
She kind of looks down, like kind of pointing her fingers like this. Averting case. Can I hug you?
Veila just looks at Veilwen with a
What a sap!
Oh. Soul's image.
Veila looks at Veilwen with a confused look. I don't mind, Veilwen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't mind.
She just throws her arms around you and hugs you very tightly.
Veilwen?
Like she rests like her chin on your shoulder and is like pressing her cheek against yours, like that kind of a hug.
Veila gently places her arms around her.
You feel something like wet that kind of run down your cheek.
Philip pauses. What? What? Veilwen, what's the matter?
She, as you ask if she lets go, very quick, like turning away so you don't see her face. She raises her arm. Nothing. Sorry. I know that was strange, but thank you. We should be by the 12. Damn it, Kuzo. Come on, we gotta go help him. He's gonna die.
What's going on?
You hear the zap.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, not yet? Okay.
I have to control it. Shut up, Cole.
Okay.
You guys get to about here, and then you hear the sound of like a lightning strike. It's loud and it echoes through the whole place.
Trallion is going to reach up and cover his ears as he starts walking.
Now you can fucking do your thing, Cole. His mic doesn't pick it up anymore. It still didn't pick it up.
I can't.
It didn't even pick up the fuck. But I saw the way his mouth moved.
Do you want me to do it?
Let me try doing it a little bit lower pitch. Maybe that might pick it up.
That actually did help, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, all right.
I think it's because it doesn't detect it as words. It just thinks it's
Yeah,
noise. All right, and then sure enough, you see the flash, and Kuzo get electrocuted to all hell.
The 12, Kuzo, what are you doing?
Getting
You seem-
electrocuted, it seems.
You see him convulsing on the floor.
Vela rushes over.
No,
Kneels
Veilwen,
down.
wait! And she like
What?
puts her hand on her shoulder and pulls you back. Don't.
Oh,
If you touch
what?
him now, you'll also get electrocuted. We have to ground the lightning. She like holds her hand out. You watch as she like the earth. Now she's using earth magic. Raises and like clamps around Kuzo's like legs and arms, and the lightning that's coursing through him, arcing all over the place, even zipping between his horns, just like goes down into like the shackles of earth and just sink into the ground and dissipate. Oh, I better tend to him quickly, as he's not in great shape.
As she proceeds to stand there.
Right. Vela,
Can't-
she
Oh yeah, Bela's standing there.
hold on, Kuzo.
You see foam coming out of his mouth a bit.
I saw like the look of physical pain on Marius as he's like, "What do I do? Like, what was that?"
Yeah.
That fucking toke, my god, it looks like something out of Saw. Sure enough, Kuzo, a warmth of you're bathed in a divine light. As you open your eyes, you see Vela standing over you. Vela's just standing there, face palming.
By the 12, Kuzo, what have you done?
I didn't make contact with it myself.
Why are you this close to it?
I was testing to see if the thing had been disrupted by, the organs being played. Apparently not.
Vela's gonna slap Kuzo.
Just your
She winds up and just lets him have it. Kuzo, that was reckless and unnecessary.
Kuzo, you actually are yelled at by both Veilwen and Vela, and they both say the exact same thing. Velen stops and Velen stops and just like looks at you, Vela.
Vela stands up and steps back.
Okay.
Well, it's, because Velen wouldn't have seen it because she was looking at, or Vela wouldn't have seen it.
You
'cause she
would
was
have
looking
heard her say the same thing as. Never mind.
Oh,
I was going for a nice
Okay.
dramatic scene, but okay, it's fine. It's lost now.
What if we weren't here to help you, Kuzo?
Kuzo's just stunned. He's not even barely even blinking.
Ah, Kuzo, what was your plan if this barrier disintegrated you instead of electrocuted you? Right, exactly. There is no plan. You'd be nothing.
You see Kuzo, his face just goes solemn. At least it'll probably be a better death than whatever necropoison does.
Necropoison is the tainted blood of undead. If it gets on you, you lose your ability to use magic. It can only be purged by divine energy.
Lose magic?
While you're infected.
Then why?
once the poison is removed, you regain your mana. Your mana pathways open up again. You're able to the flow of magic courses through your body once more. But while the poison is in you, it's like having clots all over your body. It's a very agonizing fate.
Aurelian is just going to stare at Veilwen and raise an eyebrow.
What?
You know what?
You gestured like that was the cause of my demise.
Nothing?
Kuzo gets up. Hey. Whatever. Keep your secrets then, Amica.
She's going to... Because you watch as, like, 3 portals open up and 3 greatswords fly out and are, like, at your throat. Do not
Aurelian is going to
use that name,
step.
Kuzo.
Kuzo uses his polarity torsion ability to bend the blades away from his throat.
Yeah, it doesn't work. In fact, you actually feel an interference of metal magic yourself. As in her other hand gathers the same kind of magic you wield. Metal magic. And it's as if she's canceling out yours.
Kuzo quickly realizing, wait, she's applying the same force. Kuzo will change the magnetic force it's currently using.
She's gonna move the blades closer.
He's gonna try to change the charge from positive to negative. To repel.
You gotta be way more specific than that, man. You're working with magnets. What do you mean you're changing it from positive to negative?
Positive side and negative side two magnets will just push it away from each other and won't connect.
I understand that, but what's the other negative pole?
Shit.
It would be.
I thought that's where we were going with her chart magic, was canceling out.
Yeah, she's not using magnetic forces, she's just overpowering yours.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to, like, pull her to you or something.
No.
Yeah. The swords aren't magnetic. Or, sorry, they're not magnetically charged. Meaning, no matter which pole you use, the swords are going to be affected. Versus if they had a magnetic charge, like, they're positively charged, then you can attract or repel them. They're just going to stick. Dralian, fucking damn it. Veilwen is more or less ignoring you.
Aurelian is going to put a hand on her shoulder. Our entire conversation, I ask that you stop.
This happens every time. He never listens. Fine. And she retracts the blades.
I never listen.
Aurelian is going to walk to Kuzo.
You hear Kuzo just say, I never listen. Have you tried explaining it to me then?
Aurelian's going to look back to Veilwen.
Fine. Come here, Kuzo. Veilwen's gonna pull out a dagger and hand it to you.
Okay.
She's gonna step aside and look to Vela. Would you stab Vela in the heart and kill her? And she turns back to you.
His immediate reaction is the torch with the divine light flame still lit over here?
Yeah.
It was just, yeah.
It is?
Yep.
You watch as Kuzo, without saying a word, lifts the dagger and then using his magnetic powers, launches it into the flame.
Okay.
No.
So what if, by yielding the wrong kind of information to the wrong person, you get someone you care about killed?
Point.
If you really want to know, Kuzo, I will tell you, but you will have to live with Vela's death on your hands. She's dead serious right now.
Right. How do I prevent her death then?
You just have to keep being you, and stop doing stupid things. You see as she's talking to Kuzo, she's like almost like lecturing him, like same what you like the times Vela you've lectured Kuzo. She's doing almost the same thing. It's almost like looking in a mirror or at a past recording of yourself. You see, she turns around and points at the barrier, and then just like does this. She turns to you, Kuzo. You see, she points at the barrier. Think, Kuzo. Think. Don't just go around touching random magical things. Right now, you and Vela are just friends, but you two end up being like the closest buds. You become one of her best friends. So no, what good is there if all that goes out the window if you die now? I mean, Vela would be sad if she lost one of her friends.
If she lived and survived to create whatever future you came from, I'll gladly make sure my friend lives.
Doesn't matter.
She
I
doesn't.
told you, didn't I? I lost my sister long ago.
What causes it, and how can I stop it?
I had this whole conversation with Tyrion already. I'm not gonna have it again. There's too many possibilities, too many variables for me to give you a direct answer. Right now, I'm the only one that can do something about it. For now, you just need to focus on surviving. Don't do anything stupid. With Vela at your side, you bounce back from pretty much anything.
Okay.
In fact, Vela even teaches your future daughter, Renkin, a thing or two. But, and once again, and Vela, you and Tralian see this as he she holds her hand up. He watches 3 swords come out, and this time 2 point at his throat and 1 points at his crotch. You call me Amica again, and I can bring that future to an end. Am I clear?
Crystal.
Good. And she like pats you on the head. You see, she pats Kuzo on the head, and the blades return into the portals. Meanwhile, actually, let's put them over here. Meanwhile, Tyralion and Vela.
Rallian is just staring intently at the two.
You haven't seen the blades and stuff yet, or her point.
Yeah,
you haven't seen her point yet either.
That changes not.
Okay, I'm just informing you for context.
Yeah.
Lion, what are we doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We came here to do a quest that you won't tell me anything about. Fucking Mary's like, well, fuck.
Fuck.
Vela, you see as Veilwen, with a very angry look on her face, turns around, points at you, and then you see Kuzo standing there holding a dagger. He looks down at it. He winds up and throws it into the flame.
Vela watches the dagger with
It's the brazier that's
closely.
like, that's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then she turns back to Kuzo, then back to the barrier, points at it, back to Kuzo, and then she puts her two fingers like this, and you just hear her shout, "Think, Kuzo, think!"
So while they're talking, you could be informing me of the mission that I'm supposed to help you with. There is no one else around,
We
and they're
don't.
too busy talking with one another.
We don't have the time for that. Try it. I'll tell you.
Then
Later.
make the time.
Then you see Veilwen, as she raises her hand, the three greatswords come out. Two point at Kuzo's throat, and one's pointed at his crotch.
Vela manifests her bow.
Rallian is just going to reach over to her, put a hand on her shoulder, kind of trying to push her arm down.
Kuzo just has like this look on his face of terror, and then she just pats Kuzo on the head, and the blades recede, and then she return.
Vela dematerializes her bow.
I know, Vale, you have lots of questions swirling in your head, and I promise I'll tell you everything, but I can only tell you once we're done here. She kneels down on this nasty ass floor, puts her head to the floor before you. I promise you this.
Vaughn, okay. Stand up, please. Well, I want to get out of here. Can we just keep things going?
Yes, of course. Let's go over what we know already. The organ in that room in the west side over there can send us back and forth in time. With each organ that plays properly, seems that the barrier in the center there becomes weaker. We did find a smashed organ. We went back in the past. Tyralion fixed the pillar that fell on it, and now in the present, that organ is standing. Additionally, that room had a bed, and in that same room, the bed is not smashed, and there's a skeleton there who's currently sitting at the organ trying to play it, but he's missing an arm.
There are two skeletons to the east who have, I believe, all of their limbs.
We need to go back to the past and unlock the doors on that side. I mean, Kuza points behind him. I looked over there. It was all rubble right now.
Well, then we have a lot to fix.
In the past,
I
we
say-
only get 5 minutes to spend there before we start disintegrating.
Then we need to
All
run
right.
fast.
Then I say we split up in teams of 2. Which of you know mending?
I know mending.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll be a
mending.
team.
Does Veilwen know mending?
Yeah.
All right.
Then-
Veilwen will raise her hand. I know mending.
Great. Then, if we really wanted to, we could split up into a team of 4, or a team of 1. Go by ourselves. Try to fix the issues that we come across on that side.
Right?
Uzo, I would ask that you, open the doors.
Seriously, what? Why does everybody keep acting odd about the way I unlock doors?
And the rest of us, me, Vela, and Veilwen, go fix the pillars and anything else that may have fallen. First, we should go inspect what has fallen, so we know what to fix.
Right this way, then. There's a bunch of rubble up here.
So something in this room probably collapsed, taking out the ceiling with it, and smashed into this other place over here. Now let's go down south. One of us can take that as well.
This area had more rubble than the other one.
Seems that two of us will have to go here, and 2 of us will have to go up top.
Right?
Half of us take one side of the place, half of us take the other. Kuzo, you're going to be coming down here because there's more doors to unlock. The other door we'll have to find another way to open it.
There's the same amount of doors on both sides, judging by the layout.
Do you think you can open them all in 5 minutes? Or, well, open them all in 3 minutes, so we have 2 minutes to run back.
Very likely. But I'm not the only person here who can manipulate metal magic.
That is true. So we'll have one
So,
person who
who-
can open. Go ahead.
wait, how do you know that's true?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So one of you will go with one of us. We'll unlock all the doors over here, fix all the problems over here, and you guys can fix all the problems over there. What teams will we be going in?
I'll go with Vela.
All right, Kuzo, then you're with me.
All right.
Let's head back to the piano room.
this is over, the story and the reason for this better be very detailed.
If you don't remember, you asked me to come here because you were going to do some mission.
No,
Sulek
not that.
requires that.
Not that. The story of how you already know someone else here has metal manipulation.
So I can't know someone before I do anything? How do you know Vela's divine? Probably because you've met before.
Ever.
I mean, he's right. Crowley was also watching him as Veilwen used metal magic. And as the door closes, the room shifts again.
Me and Kuzo will take the north, or the south.
Veil and I will head north then. Veil, wait. There's something off. Oh, you guys never opened this door. Okay.
Hello?
Oh,
Why are you just bouncing back? Oh, he
Yeah,
does?
I have to
alright,
go.
we'll just continue where we left off. So Turalian and Kuso are investigating the east side, and Veilwen has pulled Vela aside. We never opened this room. Perhaps we should get Kuzo to open this door first. Or maybe I can give it a try. And she like looks to you with like a grin in maybe a less pervy way.
Vela smiles. That would be wonderful.
Hang on. But she carefully places her hand against it, and this time manifesting in her palm is fire magic. And she's like, oh! It's like fanning the smoke away. The door just swings open.
Veilwen, just how many elements of magic can you use?
Oh, all 12?
What? Really? That's amazing.
Yeah. My big sister taught me how to use basic magic. I started off with ice magic. And then over time, I kind of became adept with all 12. And she holds up her hands and it's like kind of like this, and you see like little orbs of every element in a circle. She starts like spinning them.
Vela's eyes go wide. I've never heard of such a thing. Veilwen, this is amazing. So you're so talented.
She stares at you. Her eyes kind of start to water, and she like quickly like shakes her head and like wipes her tears. Thanks, Vela. You're too kind. Look, there's a bed in this room. There was a bed in that other room too, the one with the pillar. And then once we went in there was a skeleton there. Meanwhile, over by Terralion. Kuzo, as you try to finger this door to pick it, instead a strange ooze comes out of the hole.
Oh,
Like a fairy.
Just steps back, just.
What? What is it? What's wrong?
He just points at the door.
Terralion's going to look at Kuzo, and then he's just going to look at the door, then to Kuzo. How the fuck did you manage that?
No,
Oops.
I don't even. What? Is there a bunch of water behind the door or something? No, wait.
You guys made me ink.
Kuzo just starts just looking at. You said some of it. No, you just said start dripping out of the keyhole, right?
It oozed out of the keyhole.
Okay.
I had to make it as awkward as I could.
What the? I don't know if I want to open this door, Terralion.
We have to. Terralion's going to look around at this room and see if what's here to be causing structural damage.
1 second. In this room, nothing. Meanwhile, over on the other side,
So do you think this means that there's a skeleton in this room in the future?
well, in our present, I think so. I'm wondering if every room with these beds means there was somebody who stayed in this room. And the structural damage that we've been undoing means whatever caused this place to become so dilapidated. Maybe it means that we're saving lives, and they go on to become skeletons that will play the organs for us.
So they die here.
Seems that way. Though, from what we've seen in this place, there's no one here. What do you think? Maybe what's in this crate? Something interesting, maybe? She lifts off the lid. The inside of the box is glowing like a bright red. Oh. She takes a step back.
Careful.
Those are explosives.
Explosives.
They're lacrima filled with fire magic, but they're unstable. We might need Terralion for this. His specialty is fire, right?
Yes.
Maybe he can eat them or something.
Well, but why were the lacrima unstable? Were they punctured or cracked at all?
I don't know. I wish my sister was here. She knew how to solve these things. Vela, I forgot. What were we supposed to be doing again?
Veilwen, we were supposed to be on the other side, opening the other doors.
Oh, right.
The eastern side. there was a chest we passed with archery gear. You don't think anyone would mind if I took it, do you?
Dawn
Since
just
it
shrugs.
becomes...
Probably not.
I know my divine magic and archery don't work that great when we're trying to be stealthy.
I don't see why not. Maybe one of those bows can help you. At least until you get your special bow from Kazuha. She like quickly covers her mouth and looks away.
Veilwen, what? Special
Nothing.
bow?
Nothing. Never mind.
Aurelian is
Okay.
Aurelian's going to take out his pickaxe. You can't open this one, Kuzo?
What? Ew, what the heck is coming out of that door?
Aurelian is going to make direct eye contact. It happened
with
after
who?
he tried with
Veilwen.
that one. After he did his thing, and Aurelian is just going to look at the door, and then slowly back to her.
Can I hijack Veilwen?
Yes.
Veilwen's gonna, hijack Veilwen. Sorry, and Veilwen's gonna stand back, take a step back. She's just gonna like cover her mouth and go ew, and in unison, both Veilwen and Veilwen are both ew, Kuzo. And the two girls stop and they kind of stare at each other and just kind of laugh. And Veilwen, once again, this is the third time now. Yeah, third time now with looking at Veilwen is like another memory is projected onto her.
Vela, she stares and rubs her eyes a few times.
As you rub your eyes, the projection continues to linger, and she looks to Veilwen looks at you. Vela, are you okay?
Veilwen? Yes. Sorry.
She has this really smug look, and it gives, while she's only being playful, it gives you just eerie feeling that something's amiss. You're not getting any funny ideas now, are you?
Funny ideas? Whatever could you mean?
She just looks at you completely unamused. Oh, never mind. I was just trying to be funny. Let's move on. As she turns from that spot and continues to walk on, the projection fades. She looks normal again.
Aurelian is going to put his boot against the lock mechanism, and he is going to try and kick the door open.
Door doesn't budge. Tron, maybe I can help. Veilwen's just gonna... Kuzo's not even fucking here. Anyways, Kuzo, Veilwen tried to kick the door open, but the door did not budge. Veilwen is going to try and intervene. She crouches down in front of the lock that's now oozing. Well, it's oozed a little bit, and now it's drying, and it smells like fish.
Aurelian is just going to stare at Kuzo.
So as she's crouching, Kuzo, Veilwen and Veil, you see this too, she's just staring right at Kuzo, direct eye contact. She puts her hand next to the door, or on the door, next to the lock, where it's not oozing, where the mechanism would be inside the door. And you watch as her hand pulses with metal magic, and the door just clicks and comes apart.
He just has a dumbfounded look on his face the entire time.
She doesn't do any weird gestures or anything. She just places her hand flat against the door, and you hear the tumblers like turn and click, and the door opens.
Kuzo just stops. Looks down at his hands.
And then you just see Veilwen. She just kind of turns and just looks at you, and she just rolls her eyes and shakes her head and stands up.
Brian's just gonna point at Veilwen.
As
Veilwen
5 minutes have passed, and you guys are now starting to disintegrate. But Veilwen isn't. She doesn't seem to have noticed that the three of you are disintegrating.
Not good, not good.
Aurelian's
She
gonna
walks in.
grab
Hey, there's
Kuzo
another
and pull him in.
Piano in here.
And then Aurelian's gonna run out, grab Vela, and pull her in.
This isn't looking too good.
Oh, by the 12. She like, flips open the lid. God damn, I keep clicking on the wrong one. Give me a second. You guys are on a different area now.
I swear to God.
As you guys watch the room twist, you hear a loud bang, and all this rumble starts falling down on top of you as you guys all like duck out of the way. The rumble falls around you. In the room, you watch the piano just explodes and then disappears.
Oh, by the 12.
Which doors did Kuzo open again? It was you guys went to the other ones first, right?
Yeah, this one and this one.
Yep.
Okay.
That was uncomfortable.
What happened? Wasn't anything in there.
Where could the structural damage have came from?
Might be coming from one of the other rooms, and the damage is so severe it spreads to this one.
Perhaps a neighboring room.
Nobody got hit by any of the rocks? The rubble?
No, I'm alright.
Okay, good.
I think I found the room where the destruction starts. Considering the entire walls of this room have collapsed.
Well, we'll need to run back and loop around again then, and open this one up.
Oh, what took you so long last time getting what happened to the plan?
Right, come look at this. Can't go that way. No, this way. Yeah, as I thought.
What the?
Trellian, what do you sense in this room?
Whoa, okay.
You're feeling a ton of like residual fire magic.
There is a lot of fire magic here.
There's a bed here that's been scorched and destroyed. This crate's been blown apart.
Just a lot of remaining fire energy, and looks like a bomb went off in here.
Veilwen's just gonna look to Vela.
That box was filled with unstable fire lacrima.
That entire box?
Uh, yes.
That explains why this room has no walls left.
It does actually. It's just
Oh.
I have it in terrain mode, so you guys don't can like see the wall art, but you can't see past it. There is no wall
Oh,
art.
okay.
It's just there are actually walls. This gray part
My
here,
bad.
these are the walls.
All right, my bad. Redact that then.
It makes it feel less claustrophobic when you're not trapped in a tiny black square.
That is true.
I don't understand why someone would keep such dangerous materials near where they slept.
This whole place is an enigma, but it could be possible they didn't know these things were so dangerous.
Or maybe the one who put him here did.
It's possible. This could be. We could be in the midst of like an attack here.
It'd be a just a murder, a whole bunch of murder scenes.
Moments
Perhaps
after we leave.
maybe that's only why we're only allowed to stay 5 minutes. Is because this place becomes no more. That also explained why why we would start disintegrating, because we would, well, die. How many of those lacrima do you
This
expect to be in that box?
this crate was full of them.
Hundreds, then. Yep.
I'll fuck with it. Let's go.
I don't understand one thing. Why aren't
What?
we able to exist in the past?
Because the circumstances that could lead to our existence in the first place haven't happened yet.
It's called a bootstrap paradox. If we die in the past, we never existed in the future to go back into the past where we died.
So therefore, we aren't there and we disintegrate because we aren't supposed to. We aren't there in the first place because we're dead. But because we're dead, we weren't able to go back, and we just become non-existent anymore.
Don't think about it too much. Your head will blow up.
All right. Well,
Okay.
She was talking to Terralion about going over these, the thing.
then let's go back, and I'll see what I can do about these fire lacrima. Now we know we have a safe place on the other side.
Vela, are you paying close attention to everything Veilwen does?
Yes, Veilwen is a enigma, and Vela is trying to figure her out.
Okay. You've noticed that every time you guys come in this room, Veilwen has always stood right next to the piano. She's always right here. Then she always puts her hand on the piano, and then once she does that, only then does the room start to twist and shift as everything fades away, and the carpet comes in.
You're on the other side.
I see that. Stop it. Stop being on the other side.
Okay.
Fucking wall hacks.
I told you, you speedrun. Alright, same plan as last time. Oh, wait, no. Right, fire lacrima.
I'll catch up.
You
Vela
gonna
enters the room.
take the bows?
If they're only gonna get destroyed, then they'd be better served helping me to help our friends.
She just gives you a warm smile.
I just hope no one misses these.
What can you do about them?
Aurelian is going to take the
You
lid
can
off
just
the box.
you can just double click on them and take all the stuff.
What?
I'm talking to Veilwen or Maris.
Oh.
Aurelian's going to take the lid off the box and have a look inside.
Oh, actually, no, wrong character. There is filled to the brim with small lacrimae, all with unstable fire magic in it.
Jeez.
You can gauge by the amount of power that's coursing through them. They're going to detonate in about 5 minutes.
Oh, that explains a whole lot. Aurelian is going to... He's going to put his hands, like, just in the middle of them all. Like, dig his hands down into it.
Mhm.
And he's going to close his eyes. These, you said, and these are filled to the brim with fire magic, right?
Oh, yeah. It's all unstable, though.
Aurelian is going to try and use the mana in the lacrima to try
Oh, you're
and
going to try and siphon it out?
stabilize. Use the lacrima to stabilize the lacrima, if that makes sense. Just
You're going to try and reforge all the mana that's in all the lacrima and, like, reconstitute it so it's all stable?
yes.
Okay. This is going
Pick
to
it all
require...
in one
this
side.
is going to take a very high DC Arcana, but hit me what you got.
All right. Well,
You got to
I
be
ain't-
22.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use this. Oh well, that ain't gonna help. All right. That's an
That
18.
was
Brings it
mine.
18. All right, play it.
Oh, let's go.
That brings it up.
24.
23. 24. Yeah. And you channel it and you absorb the fire magic, and then basically using yourself as like a centrifuge, you refilter it back into the crystals. The fire magic has stabled. You siphoned off all some of the unstable fire magic and tied it to your own. Can you roll me a d4, please?
3.
Can you roll me a d6, please?
4.
Your intelligence stat increases by 3.
Let's go.
Stat boost acquired.
Plus 3 int.
Plus 3 intelligence, correct. Put in plus 3 intelligence. Put in Palace of the Dead. I'll know what that means.
All right. I have done just that.
Thank you. Meanwhile, down here on the southern side, Veilwen and Vela. Veilwen, did you take the stuff in the chest?
I can't carry it all. I have to pick.
I cannot do this here.
Well, why not take the bow? Your proficiencies are with bows, not crossbows.
Yeah. Svela reaches in for the longbow.
Vela, you're a good person.
There. They should be okay now.
Vela turns around. Think so, Veilwen?
I don't just think so. I know so.
Thank you,
Even
Veilwen.
if you're wary of me, and I don't blame you one bit. If I were you, I'd be wary of me too.
But I have a feeling that you're genuinely here to help us, Veilwen.
She like reaches for and like you're still holding the bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She reaches forward and like grabs your hand so suddenly you drop the bow. You think so? Do you truly mean that? She looks at you like looking like hopeful, and as she stares at you, once again, a projection. Of let's do that one.
Vela's eyes go wide as she looks into Veilwen's eyes. She squints a few times. I do, Veilwen. I'm just uncertain, but I am glad that you are here. So you seem to know what's going on. And I can't make heads or tails of what's really going on here. I'm glad that you're here with us.
As you blink, she returns back. You're so much like my older sister. I guess as soon as I saw you, I felt a very strong desire to be your friend. But I know it's difficult when you're this suspicious of me. Not that I've really given you a reason not to be. Damn it, Jack.
Your sister must be very proud of you, Veilwen. Wielding your magic. Wielding your magic to help us.
She turns her back to you and just kind of hangs her head. I hope you're right. I just wish she knew who I was.
Lacrima have been dealt with.
Oh, excellent.
I believe that they were what were causing our fading away.
I think you're
They
right.
were really
5 minutes have already passed and we're not disintegrating.
what kind of lacrima are they? Lesser,
Raw.
regular, greater?
Raw. So they're still crystals. They haven't been refined
okay.
into anything yet.
Brown's gonna take one and put it in his pocket.
Okay, yeah. I might have made a lacrima already. Thought they'd be trinkets. There it is. I'll put one in your inventory.
Thank you.
As soon as I duplicate this. One. Meanwhile, you guys keep doing stuff.
Right,
Well,
let's go check the other side now. Wasn't anything in there when I looked. Wait, where's Veilwen? Yo,
I
yeah, what are you doing?
I was just catching up.
Okay. We seem to bought us a little more time, hopefully.
yes, that thing was exactly what was causing our departure.
The The unstable lacrima?
Yeah, so they were ready to blow.
Oh,
What?
wait. That other side was more destroyed. You don't think there's more over there, do you?
It's possible. We can.
Oh, and
We need to go check.
as Kuzo suggests that, you guys start disintegrating. Everyone except Veilwen starts disintegrating.
Oh, not again.
Oh, what is with this place?
Obviously, baby trapped to hell.
She runs up and flips the lid, starts hitting the keys to play the song. She stops just before the last note. It's like, oh no, Vela, your bow. I'll grab it. And she hits the key, and the room starts to shift, and she gets up and runs out of the room.
What? No, Veilwen!
You'll be fine.
Meh, meh. Maris, what did you take? You took just the bow? Is that it? Was
Oh,
just...
it didn't show the rest, so I grabbed a quiver and there were arrows.
So you took the arrows and the quiver, you didn't take a bow?
Longbow.
You took the longbow, arrows, and a quiver?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing glitches up a little bit when I copy and paste the tokens.
Did we just grind her in the past?
No, we
No.
couldn't have. She would have been able to return on her own. And Vela turns to the skeleton. Is he still playing that song?
He is still playing that song.
I have the feeling that the skeleton isn't the one that's been sending us back.
Really?
If the skeleton is playing the song the whole time, why is it only when Veilwen stands here?
He would take a step forward and stands in a spot.
Incoming transmission, operator.
So you have received a transmission.
Nothing
This
happens.
is I don't. Why did you know that if she was standing here, Vela?
Just, it's a common thing between every time that we've...
Did she do anything else?
Not that I've been able to discern.
Okay.
Maybe we shouldn't,
Oh,
check
so
where
as
she
you
went.
open the door, Vela, sitting in front of the door on the ground is the very same bow that you pulled out of the chest. Except there's divine magic coating it. And so the bow looks like it's brand new and has not aged at all. But this is for sure the same bow that you took out of the chest, along with the quiver and arrows.
Vela just stands and stares down at it. No. What happened to Veilwen? Why isn't she here?
Granted in the past. Time travelers.
No, she would have returned by now.
You know, I wonder. Kiza closes the door, waits a couple seconds, opens it. Where was this bow, Vela?
It was in the room south. In the chest. I don't understand. What could have happened to her?
Well,
Kuzo?
I think I know what might have happened.
What? What, Kuzo?
The other unstable lacrima.
No, we didn't get her killed. No, we couldn't have. A look of panic crosses Vela's face.
Caleb, we're gonna need you to test something. You watched how she was playing the piano, right?
Well, yes, but I don't know much more than that. The skeleton is playing the same tune.
A
You try it.
skeleton is playing the tune.
But what will the difference be?
Kuzo.
It's
Hugo stops, turns and look at the skeleton. Did it look about the same height as Veilwen was when she sat down?
Give me a minute.
Fuck, what did I just do?
That's a It's free plot. If I want to make this work, I would have to reconfigure the entirety of the story to make that work. I really want to, but it would cause so many plot holes. No, it's not. I can't make. I want to make it work. Cool. It's a really good idea, but no, it's not. It causes too many things to break down.
Damn.
It
Would
is
have
a
been
good
a
idea,
fucking
though.
plot hook, though. Like,
That is a delicious plot hook.
Aurelian's gonna put a hand on her shoulder.
Trine, please tell me, we didn't get Velen killed, did we?
She is very capable.
But why isn't she here? Why hasn't she come back yet?
She was not in the room. She's capable. Just remember that.
No, maybe we can go back and get her.
wait. Vela? Maybe this requires the... Maybe the song only works if someone that's alive is playing it. Try it.
Well, okay, it's worth a shot.
Getting your Tralliant.
Vela washes the skeleton in his fingers again.
Yep. You also get a sense of the strange magic power coming from inside the piano. Actually, no, I can't do it that way. Never mind. As you watch the skeleton's hands, you notice that this time there's something tied to his wrist.
What is this? Vela reaches to inspect what it is.
Wrapped up in a gray rag is a letter and a card.
This is Vel, and she quickly pulls it to her and opens it to read.
The letter or the card? Which one are you doing first?
Letter.
The letter I didn't write, but I'll give you the gist and write it out properly later. It shows that she knows who you are, and that you shouldn't worry about her being stuck in the past. That Terralion likely would have told you that Veilwen is very capable. And that she trusts you and trusts that you will know what to do with this card. And then she signs her name as Amica. Then she writes, P.S. If you had a little sister, would you check under her bed for monsters? She leaves it with that question. That's all the note says. Did you catch all that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you unwrap the card?
Vela holds it with shaking hands. She goes to unwrap it.
It's all stretched and shit.
Blade.
This is what it is.
Vela's eyes go wide. She stares in utter disbelief.
Hey, look, what is that?
How did she have this of all the cards to?
Hey, what are you talking about? Cards?
Kuzo, this is a card that contains incredible power.
Okay, but what is, like, okay, it's a card that contains power, but what does it do? What is it, actually?
This is the time card.
The oh,
Maybe it's how she was able to go back and forth between time, but
okay, you know...
Vela reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Did I forget to give you the book? I did forget to give you the book.
As she opens it up, it has a socket in it to fit multiple of these cards. There's only a minor few of them currently.
Why didn't the... Vela, when'd you get this?
I found it in my father's office, Uzo.
Okay.
The book, it called to me. But when I went to open it, a lot of the cards flew out of the book and they scattered. And if I can gather all 42 of them, I'll be granted the power to reshape the universe.
Oh yeah, by the way, I can change the entire fabric of reality.
If it's true, I'm not certain.
Reshape the universe. You see Kuzo, he's like... I have a doubt that something like that could exist, considering...
It belonged to my father, Kuzo.
Okay, but... Reshaping the universe.
I don't know if it's true or not. I was meagerly hoping it would. After what happened to my father, I thought I could use this to find a way to bring him back.
Just tone and look just immediately softens. He walks over and puts it. Just taps him, or just gives Vela a one-armed hug. I understand feeling.
Vela closes the book and hugs Kuzo back.
These things are.
Wait, did you put the card in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, so while you're holding the card in your hand, you notice that the piano is glowing, like it's reacting to the card. As you put the card in the book and close the book, the piano continues to glow. However, Turalian and Kuzo, you guys don't see that. Veilwen is the only one who, or Vela, sorry, is the only one who sees the piano's glowing.
Do you see that?
Kuzo looks around. See what?
The glow from the piano.
I can't say that I do.
The piano's not glowing.
It was. Wait. But what connection would the card have with the piano?
Ye- What did you call this card whenever you picked it up?
It's the time card.
And what have we been doing, Vela?
What are you being a dick about?
Ryan, you don't understand. These cards have incredible power.
Incredible power to defy
Time almost
even
maybe?
Chronologia's control.
Yes.
So that's how. Okay. So. The time traveler was using that card to just send us back and forth.
But
Wait.
it shouldn't work like that. Once you use the cloud card, they scatter to the wind and you have to find them again. I don't know how Veilwen was able to use it repeatedly. Unless what this book says is wrong.
Maybe those are just fake rules put in place.
Perhaps.
To prevent misuse and abusing it. The better question is, how can something like that exist? You'd think something like that existing would just make Chronologia herself just step in and take it away.
I don't know, Kuzo.
Vela, do you still see the piano glowing?
I
Yes.
don't. Oh.
You liar!
Oh, maybe the piano was the key for how Valen was able to use the card.
Play it.
Maybe you could try playing it like Kuz has been suggesting.
But how do I know it'll work? How do I know that we'll be able to come back?
And how do you know that it will work or won't work?
I don't.
Exactly.
And you're both okay with this?
Vela, I literally have nothing else back in the alcove. Wherever this goes, it'll be more interesting than just staying there.
But Kuzo, this might be our death.
I got this. Colt. Sad. Actual depression. Can I say something? Nah, that would have been bad.
Words.
There we go. Headphones died. I haven't
Alright.
charged them in like 5 days.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
We're good. Kuzo, would you like a DM enhancement?
Yes.
I'm gonna message it to you so you can flavor it however you'd like.
Alright.
I'll let you decide if you want to use it. We're all fixed up. Keep going.
Besides, even if we do die there, how bad could it be to die at the side of one of my best friends?
Destruction.
Veilwen.
Marius, would you like a
Veilwen.
DM enhancement? Just say yes, man.
Yeah.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Yes. Vela is just staring at Kuzo. A look of shock on her face.
He just has an earnest smile on his face.
Kuzo. Okay. Let's try it. Trine?
Yes.
Would you prefer to stay behind?
I have the utmost faith in your ability.
Okay. Trine.
I'm writing the letter that Veilwen left behind. Do you want to proceed, or you want to wait a second so I can write it and give it to you, and then you can reread it and react to it?
I'll wait then.
Okay,
For
give me a minute.
Weird.